Welcome to a follow-up video about a sour beer. I'm going to also include the tasting in this video as well. Today is June 10th, 2018. I could be tasting this in a year from now. Maybe 6 months, I don't know. This sour is going to be from the second runnings of a medieval ale I attempted to make. For those who haven't watched that video, or just found this channel, or don't know what the hell I'm talking about, I made a medieval ale, an authentic one, or I attempted to. I mashed in with 8 pounds of grain. No, it was like 9.3 pounds of grain. 1.3 pounds of it was roasted in the oven for about an hour, and then just get a little bit of an amberness to it, and then 3 pounds of flaked oats. And I got 2 gallons out of that. I think I did 15 quarts of water to mash in with. No hops, raw ale. Just ran off the first part. Was intending to get 2 gallons out of the first part and make one a sour. I couldn't get the full 2 gallons out of that. It was just, it got stuck. It was too gummy. So then I added another, I think it was like 1.5 gallons of water. Collected another second runnings. So my first runnings was a gravity 1.100 for a gallon. My second runnings, I got 1 gallon, 1057. And there it is. So it's been about 3 weeks now, and I fermented it with Nottingham ale yeast. I'm going to then do the next steps for this sour and add lactobacillus I saved from a starter I tried to make from, what was it from? It was salvaging my sour blonde that wasn't sour enough. I messed up on my starter and I got mold over the top, but I harvested from the bottom, regrew it, tasted okay, everything went well in the end, but I saved some of that. This is Brettanomyces and who knows what, from a funky series I was doing, was fermenting them in a bucket. This stuff is very old. It's got to be 1.5 years old, maybe longer. I smelled it, smelled fine to me. This is a bit of a risk for that part of it. Brett can really handle a lot though. That stuff is hardy. If there's really problems in this, I think I would have smelled vinegar or something really moldy or musty, just opening it and smelling it. But it seemed okay. Ideally I would grow this up separately and then use it if it smelled okay. But I'm going to take the risk. It's a little crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So, I'm going to transfer this now and then wrap it up.
Tell me why you keep moving, little coquette. Tell me why you keep moving.
There's a lot of headspace in this. I didn't realize how much of the yeast cake was on the bottom there. Well, hopefully it's done in like 2 months, because this will probably be oxidized if it isn't. It's annoying. I should buy like half-gallon jugs, shouldn't I? I guess I can use growlers, right? Alright, I'll probably use about half this. It's pretty hot out. It's like mid-80s right now during the day. So this should have a lot of fun. So, see you whenever the next time is. Here we are, 8 months later. I'm tasting the first runoff medieval ale. That was the intention. But listen, beer making isn't always, how do you say, flawless. You're dealing with wild microbes and stuff, for sour beer in particular. So, things can go wrong sometimes. This is one of those times. The vessels I put sour beer in to age is not the best. I really wish I could have a barrel where I could pull a nail out, taste it, put a nail back in. No oxygen gets in that way. It is the best way. Pro brewers do it that way. When I'm using 1 gallon jugs, I can't do that. I also, I'm trying to get better at filling the headspace all the way to the top or close to it. As you saw in the steps, I ended up with a lot less beer than I intended. What I should have done is monitor it or topped it off. That's what I should have done. It's stupid I didn't do that. It wouldn't have affected anything. I could just made some random starter or had some other reward and filled it up. But I went to go pick it up today and it just looked way dark. So it shouldn't be that purple looking. Like, that's weird. That usually means oxidation. For my beers at least. Opened it, smelled it, and it was just like nail polish remover. Just that turpentine, like solvent. Smells like a hair salon. So, you win some and you lose some. Why I'm making this video and still posting it is for a lesson for all of us, not just me. I never even opened this to take a gravity reading or taste it for 8 months. So this headspace was just too much, and that was a mistake. The last couple sour beers I've been making, I'm definitely filling up higher, and that's just the way you have to do it. Don't do sour beer this way, or any beer that way. Do not leave headspace there. Oxygen is the enemy for beer post-fermentation. All right, well, it's raining today. I'm gonna dump it. The rain just washes it away like tears. It's done. It's done. You gotta rip the Band-Aid off sometimes. Thankfully, it is only 1 gallon. That's, again, I've said multiple times on the channel, this is largely why I do 1 gallon batches. For things like this, I would, if that was 5 gallons or 10 gallons, that would hurt. Or I just get better at my process, and I wouldn't have to even worry about that. But sour beer making is a little more volatile. So there it is, a lesson learned. The lessons have been shared. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a little something out of it. May this beer rest in peace and find its new home down the gutter. So like, subscribe, because you can learn lessons doing that with, you know, with the alerts and stuff. There's a bell you can hit that actually alerts you next to the subscribe button. See you next time for another journey, whatever that may be.
Tell